Welcome back. Today we're making a Nordic inspired snowflake macrame wall hanging. And don't forget to take a screenshot of the grid pattern. Alrighty, on a 6-inch wooden dowel, we're going to attach all 13 cords using a lark's head knot. Fold your cord in half to find the center loop, and then place that center loop over top and behind your wooden dowel. Then, with your long tail ends, you want to thread that through your loop. I apologize if my voice sounds a little raspy. I am battling a cold. But that's not going to stop me from macrameing. To read the grid pattern, it's actually really simple. Each square represents a vertical double half-hitch knot, and we start from the left and work our way towards the right. And as you can see, the first 3 knots are going to be white. Grab yourself a really long strand of white working cord. I like to work with about 60 inches at a time. However, it doesn't really matter how long your working cord is. For this pattern, we're going to be tying our knots around both of our 2 cords. So to tie a vertical double half-hitch knot, you want your short tail end on the left and your long tail end on the right. Make a loop on your right and then wrap your long tail end around and through that loop. Cinch up the slack, and this is half of your vertical double half-hitch knot, and as you can see, it's only really just looped around your filler cords. So to make it a full-fledged knot, you want to do the same thing again. So make a loop on your right, wrap your tail end around and through the loop. And that is how you tie a vertical double half-hitch knot. So just cinch up your slack and then slide your knot all the way up to the top. So whenever you attach a cord, it always looks a little bit different. So to tie the next knot, what you want to do is you want to take your long working cord and place that behind the next 2 strands of cords. And then you do what you did before. So you make a loop on your right, wrap your long tail end around and through the loop, cinch up your slack, and then repeat one more time. So you make a loop on your right, wrap your long tail end around and through the loop. So that's pretty easy peasy, making this a super beginner friendly macrame project. Okay, so now when you need to switch colors, what you have to do is you need to place down your long working cord that you were working with previously, and then pick up your next colored strand, and then we're going to attach it just like we did at the very start of this project. Also, if you ever run out of working cord, this is the same exact way that we're going to attach a new piece. Okay, so now to switch back to the white, what you want to do is you want to run it behind your filler cords here. So pick up your filler cords and then just run it behind and then pull down your filler cords. You might need to make a little bit of adjustments. And then you want to make sure that it's on top of your previously red working cord. And then just carry on tying your vertical double half-hitch knots just as you were before. Just be careful not to pull your running cord too taut, otherwise you might cause it to pucker. This pattern reminds me so much of the Nordic designs that you typically see in the Northern European countries. I can really envision all things cozy like log cabins and fireplaces, snow and hot chocolate, like that hygge lifestyle, I just love these types of patterns. Okay, so now we completed our first row, and what we need to do now is work back in the opposite direction. So grab the same working cord and you want to place it behind your last 2 strands of cords. And this time we're going to make a loop on our left, wrap your cord around and through the loop. So it's essentially the same thing we were doing before, but in reverse. And yes, it is a little bit tricky working backwards, but you'll get used to it. Just remember that your loop and your cord will be on the same side of the direction that you're going. Oh, and that third hand you see there is my daughter. She likes to help out by highlighting each row that I've completed. Now that we zigzagged all the way down to the bottom of our pattern, it's time to flip it over and clean up the back. Typically when I do these sorts of patterns, I like to grab 2 strands that are close together and tie a regular overhand knot. However, I find that because I'm using thicker cord this time, it really bulks up the back of my work. causing it to not lie flat on the wall when you go to hang it. So I'm snipping it off and then just hot gluing it down this time. And here's my easy trimming the ends cleanup hack. I like to use masking tape so that I can tape a straight line, and then I snip above it. That way all my tail ends are all together and I don't have a great big fringe mess. This makes cleanup so much easier. It really helps not having so much cord all over the floor. If you enjoyed this macrame snowflake pattern, I think you'll also love my Christmas gnome. It's made using vertical double half hitch knots just like this one. I'll leave the link to that video on the screen now, and I'll see you over there.